Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to plant some seeds. Um, you probably won't be watching me plant them all, but I'll show you some that I planted the other day. Uh, of course, I'm not going in the ground yet, but they are in dirt. Well, chicken poop. Anyway, I planted 5 green cabbage, 5 red cabbage, 5 pink celery, 5, let me think what it was, cabbage, 5 white cauliflower, 5 purple cauliflower, and 6 green Brussels sprouts. And in this package of red Brussels sprouts that I have, I only have like 4 or 5 seeds, maybe 4 seeds, 5 seeds, and I'm hoping they all grow for me, because I'm going to take and put them in 5-gallon buckets, fill them up with chicken poop, cow poop, whichever one, or a little both. Fill the bucket up, and I already have holes drilled in the bottom for drainage, because it's important you have drainage, or they won't grow. They'll dry out or drown in the water. The roots have to be able to drain. And I'm gonna fill those up, and I'm gonna plant those seeds, and they're gonna be here in the house. Now, when the temperature is at least 40 degrees or more each day, I'll be taking them outside and then bring them back in at night. That way they can get the sun that they need when they actually start growing. But these purple or red Reuben Brussels sprouts, I'm going to be growing in the bucket. That way I don't have to transplant them, because I don't have that many to put into little tubs. That way they're already in the spot they need to be in, and I just take the bucket out when they start growing in the spring. But I'm going to be taking an old cake pan or a lasagna pan, something big that's roomy, and fill it with the chicken poop, and then plant my onion seeds and sprinkle them in there and try to make them as even as I can. So when they pop up and they're like an inch or two, however long they grow, by March 17th, then I'm going to be putting them in the ground. But I'm putting them a little bit in each bed because they help deter, ooh, the heater scared me. They help deter bugs. So putting it a little bit in this bed, put a little bit in that bed, it's going to help my garden out. When I plant those cabbages and broccolis and cauliflowers and Brussels sprouts in the garden, and since they have to be like 12 inches, 10 inches to 12 inches to 20, I'm not sure, the package tells me, that far apart. In between each plant, I'll be putting arugula, and I'm going to plant like 16 or 8 of those today, and then and then after I get those planted, I'll be watering them, and then when they're ready to transplant in April, when I put them in the ground, then I can put my Brussels sprout and then arugula, and then my mother Brussels sprout and arugula, however, that way they're, when by the time the arugula is done and there's no more to eat on it, the space that the arugula is in can be taken out, and the Brussels sprouts can have more room for their leaves, and that way I can use both spaces the same time. And when it gets big enough where it's gonna end up killing the arugula because of not having sun, I've already used it and it's ready to come up, and then I have that space open up for them to continue growing to give me the food that I need from that plant. And the onions will go on both sides of the plant. You'll see when I plant them, but the onions will go on both sides to help with growing getting the weeds. Yeah, that'd be nice. Plant onions, get rid of weeds, to keep the bugs out, to help deter the bugs from coming in there. But then I can space those out, and then hopefully I get at least 1 pound, 2 pound onions. Would be awesome. Then I'll take and make a storage place for them and start storing food. But I'm gonna walk over here to where my deep freeze is and show you plants, not plants, there's no plants in there, the way I planted my seeds. Okay? I planted them here on the deep freeze. Okay, let's turn this around so you can see. Okay, there's my pots. They're little ice cream cones. And I marked them with like rubber bands with the balloons. So all the orange ones are marked in my book telling me what it is. And then there's blue and there's yellow and green and pink and purple. So that way all of them are marked, and when they grow, they'll be in the pot. And I just water them, and when it gets the temperature warmer, I'll take them outside, and then the ice cream cone will deteriorate right into the ground, so I don't have to worry about transplanting it. Just stick the whole ice cream cone in the ground and let it grow. See what I'm going to I have 1.5 more box of the ice cream cones, where I'll fill up with more chicken poop, and then I'll put the arugula in there and plant them. And I also have some King Tut peas I saved the seeds from. Let me take some out for you just to look at. And I'll plant like 8 of those. And then when it's time to put them in the ground, I'll plant the rest of the seeds in the ground. That way I'll have some staggering. But these are my King Tut peas that I grew last year. I never grew them before, so I didn't do very good on them, but I saved them. I saved all of the peas I had. As you can see, there's not very many. I have some cantaloupe in here too, not cantaloupe, cucumbers, that was growing right beside the peas. But I'm going to plant those and hopefully get a lot of peas. But we're going to grow regular peas too, green peas. And I just can't wait for my garden to grow, and I can't wait for you guys to follow along and the journey I'm going to have doing this garden and feeding my husband and me, and maybe have enough to sell at the farmer's market for other people if we have an abundance. I pray we do. And you can pray for me and my garden, that I'd be able to help people in need if we are allowed to do that. So, if you like this content on my channel today, tell me. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you'd like me to grow in my garden. And if I can get it, I'll do my best to grow it, and just to see if I can, you know. I like experimenting. I like doing things, and I love to experiment when I cook too. And that's later on down the road. I'll be making things out of the things that I grow, so you can be able to watch that too. So, and I'm going to be eating from my garden to help me lose weight, which I need to work hard on, because my goal of losing 100 pounds by my birthday is getting closer. Got less than 9 months to lose 100 pounds. You think I can do it? If I buckle my butt down and push myself and make myself sweat and work out and get through the pain, I can use my CBD muscle rub to help with that pain. That'll help me out too. As soon as I get through working out, rub some down and get rid of the pain before it hits too hard. Anyway, have a wonderful day. I see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to comment. Share this with people on your social media. Love you. That's all for now.